Man, that was some great music. It got me in a better mood. How about you guys? Whoop, whoop. So we are here tonight for our first healthy happy hour. And I don't know about you, but I'm in some need for some happy. Are you with me? Anybody else? Right? I'm in some need for some happy, and I'm also in the need for some healthy, right? We all need this. We all need to be happier and healthier. And I think that's the great thing about Optavia is you guys are the best part of Optavia, but this is the most positive, inspirational, fun, and just best community full of hope and happiness. So thankful that so many of you are on here tonight with such short notice. It's so fun to be together. And one of the really cool things about this community is we are spread out all over the country and really the world. And so we want to just take a minute and acknowledge that even though we are apart and distant, as a part of Optavia. So would you put in the chat, type the words together in, and type the city that you are in with us tonight. So if I were to do it, I'd say together in Marietta, Georgia. So you type where you are with us together, and we'll just take a moment and realize like we are all apart, but we are all together. And that is, one really important thing about Optavia. It's not about joining. When we become clients of Optavia, we don't join something. It's about becoming. Right? We get to become the people that we know we are inside. We get to become the very best version of ourselves. We get to become a part of this incredible community. And so we're just excited to be able to spend some time tonight in community with you. And we've been talking and thinking about some things that we thought would be great to share, some things that we've been hearing from you all that would be helpful. So we're going to share some tips on how to navigate through this new season that we are in, and how we're going to make the best of it, because we are here. It has arrived. And so goodness gracious, we're going to make the best of it. So we've got some tips that we're going to share with you. But we know here on the call tonight, we have some incredible stories of transformation and just incredible people. And so we would love in a couple of minutes if some of you might pop off mute and just share with us a little bit about what's going on in your world and what you're excited about and what's happened on your journey, whether you just started or whether you have been in a month, or hey, maybe you've just rocking out in maintenance. Wherever you are, we'd love if you are willing for you to share just a snippet of your story and let us celebrate you just for a minute and have this moment of just goodness. So wanted to share that. And as a coach community, you may or may not have heard that your coaches over the last couple of weeks, y'all, we have been all in. We have been all in on our health, all in getting in our life book and in so many different areas in coaching right now. And, it's just on my heart today. I think that we need to go all in on this community of people right here. That last minute notice, we got 31 people blowing up Facebook for a night of hope and of health. And so I want to know from you, are you willing to go all in with this community? Will you go all in for these 31 people and the thousands of us in Eat, Live, and Be Optavia, going all in with ideas, positivity, inspiration, recipes? Will you do that? Will you go all in with us, with our community? If you will, would you just raise your hand? I just love that. Look how many people have their hands raised that are going all in on this. This is huge. This is huge. And now, today is a great time to take a massive responsibility for your health and for where you are in your journey. So whether you are just getting started or recommitting, just want you to know right now is a great time to take massive responsibility. We're being so inspired as coaches to see so many people who have said, like, you know what, I have to social distance. I can't go to any of these parties. I don't have all of these things. I'm not going to restaurants. This is a great time for me to really get after my health goals and really become this person that I want to become. I want to get to my weight loss goals, and so many of you are sprinting towards your goals right now, and it's been so fun to see you use those lemons and make some lemonade. And hopefully it's that Optavia lemonade, right? But that's been so, seriously, I hope you feel my energy, because it is true. It's been so inspiring to just walk alongside you and see what you're accomplishing right now. So want to just take a moment and pause and hear from some of you all So will somebody just start us off and be bold and courageous and share with us something good that's going on? Maybe share a snippet of your transformation and how you've been navigating in this new season.
This is Carol. And hey, Lori and I had been kind of ishing on the 5-in-1 plan for many months, having a lot going on in our life, and we got invested in doing the all-in, and started back very stringently on the 5-in-1 plan. No ishing, no nibbling, no tasting, nothing. And since last Monday, Lori's down 9 pounds. And since last Monday, I'm down 6 pounds. So we're definitely, yeah, whoop, 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 we're definitely very happy with the results that we're seeing.
That's awesome. Thanks, Carol. Somebody had to be the first person, and you've got the most gorgeous smile. So thanks for being that first person. Who's next?
Yeah, this is Frank. So, you all know my story. I lost 60 pounds and I'm in maintenance. And, we know we're going through some trying times right now, and health is a #1 concern for a lot of people. And aren't we all excited that we all have the opportunity to be healthy, boost our immune system, and just be the best we can be, and surrounded by a bunch of positive people that are all heading in the right direction? And this is super exciting. And thank you for putting this together tonight, Meg and Dee. Thank you. I'm glad I'm here.
Thanks, Frank. That's awesome. And loved your Facebook Live and showing us how to be all in even when we're in a hotel room. That was great. All right, who's next?
I'll go, Meg. So I've been on program 3.5 years, almost 4. So I'm in maintenance now, and it is a little different these days with everything going on. So for me, I personally love working out. So my new normal is online videos. So my Zumba class was live last night, which was amazing. And then Nicole DeWard, a lot of people know her. She did a strength class this morning that I was doing. So it's just a new normal, and we're going to do it. You just have to be dedicated and all in and ready to go. So I'm it.
That's awesome, Beth. I love that. That's cool. I love seeing how you're all in and how that's impacting all areas of your life. Jordan and Marco, would y'all go next and share with us? I mean, y'all have just been both killing it, and you've got young kiddos in your world that you're raising now. And so we're in this whole new season.
Okay.
We've got
I'm
kiddos
on a
at
different
home.
page, and it says my
Would you
microphone
mind sharing with us?
is muted.
It wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've been on plan for like 8 or 9 months now. I counted the other day. I couldn't even believe it. And so I had kind of taken a break. Not a break, but like I was in maintenance for about a month, and then Claire kind of changed up how much she was nursing. So I decided to jump on 4 and 2 and see if we can get these last, 10, 12 pounds off. So that's been going really good, down 3 so far. And Marco, well, I'll let you tell him.
Yeah. So I've been on plan for like a month now, and I'm down now like almost 13 pounds. So that's awesome. I'm seeing great, like really good results, and I feel much better. So I think that's been helpful right now because I've been home since Monday. So we're remoting in. So it has been challenging because of, the kids are always eating and munching and asking for food and interrupting, but it's too much work to start, cheating or doing things when I'm feeling so good. Like I do have a lot more energy. I was feeling like so bloated before, and I I just feel really good. So it's not even worth it. So that's been a big change. And you wanted to talk about
yeah,
our how we tried to handle having the kids at home
Yeah,
24/7.
they're very busy. Our boys are super busy, and just as a family, like even heading into getting on plan with Optavia, we were trying to kind of structure a routine and what are things that we want for our family, and it was just hitting a groove, and then pandemic hits. So I don't know. I was just thinking about it today, and like it's both structure and flexibility that we have. And if you think about, a string, like if you tie a string in a circle, it's very flexible, but if you stretch it, it's going to break. But if you have a rubber band and you stretch it, it can stretch, but it can also come back and still have its structure. And so for our family, that's probably the best picture that I can give of how things are right now with having, we have a son who's almost 6 and one who's 2.5 and a daughter who's about to turn 1. And so it's been, big kid world and baby world and a toddler world. And so with us, like just with our family and with our overall health, that's been a big focus, but a big help too, to kind of keep that as the way that we're looking at things.
Yeah, and that's helped, I think, me as well with, I'm used to, Monday to Friday, I get up, I go to work, and being here has been different, but I've also tried to embrace that same thing, because we were thinking with our kids, even the week before, we have to have some structure, but, getting up early and, taking a shower, not staying on your PJs the whole day, and doing things like that start your day off, and you feel like, okay, you can be productive now. And not only that, but it's also, we're heading towards where we can, be home and not have to worry about going to the office, or, if we can do some, some side work, then it's our choice and we can do it from home. So that's one of our goals. And this, instead of worrying or like looking at all this, we've taken the approach of, hey, this is like a dry run for us. Let's see how we can work, and how will life look once we can both be home, with the kids. So I think that just mind shift, just the way you see things, I think affects a lot. So if you just change your mind and see it that way, then it's almost like a positive, right? We're getting to do this right now. And, through Optavia, Jordan's still doing everything that she's doing. And, it's like, it hasn't stopped for you at all. So it's thankfulness in that too, that we have this great platform where, we don't have to, go out and do stuff. We can just do it here from home. And something else too, because I found with myself, I caught myself a few times just thinking, what if, the economy completely crashes, and what if, and you go through like the worst case scenarios, and Dr. A says a lot of times, stop, challenge, and choose, right? And I think it's important to stop those thoughts there. And is this really going to happen? What's the worst case? And it's helped us just reflect. We've gone through hard times, just as hard as this, where we don't know what's going to happen. And we've always been able to pull through, and we have God that carries us through. We our faith is central to our lives, and we've seen that before. So just looking back at when you've been able to overcome things, I think that's also very helpful, because we will get through this. This is a hard spot, but we'll get through it.
I love that. That's so powerful, guys. And I love the way that you're seeing challenges as opportunities, and you're seeing the possibilities that are out there. I'm sure Monday hit and you had an opportunity, right? There was a challenge, kids are snacking, and then that's an opportunity. What am I going to do? And you chose, Margot, to dig in deep and fight for your health. And I love that. And I just dawned on me, the first 4 letters of health are heal. They're heal. And that's something that I'm about to cry, but that's something that we all need so desperately right now is to heal. And Jordan, would you just remind us, how much weight have you lost in total? Because this little 3 pounds in the last week, girl, it's not going to fly over here. So we celebrate you.
Total's 54 while breastfeeding.
It was amazing. Most of that was on our Nursing Moms plan. So congrats, Jordan. And love you guys. Love your story. Thanks for letting us celebrate you. And thanks for paving the way and showing us how to really look for those possibilities and opportunities. Y'all are great. Now I'd love if we could hear from Lindsay. Lindsay Singh, if you could pop off mute. So Lindsay has a big fancy pants job, and she is a director, and she's amazing. And today she was telling me how just the ways that she's looking at things and seeing how this our program and the structure has helped us, or helped us, but also helped her. So Lindsay, will you let us celebrate you?
Yes, so I am working hard. I have, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're great.
Awesome. Yeah, so I work in higher education. I supervise 10 full-time staff members and 80 students, and it's been a quick transition to go virtual with all of our services. And having Optivia in the plan and my meals planned out, everything is set. I don't have to think about it, worry about it. I have energy to get me through the day and help me make really important decisions right now about how I can best serve our students and how I can be there as a leader for our team. And it's really helped just get me through the day and help me feel like I can be successful at whatever I'm going to do, because I have the energy that I need and the clarity that I need and the tools of the whole program to help me be successful.
Amazing. I just love that. And Lindsay, we got to toot your horn. How much weight have you lost on plan?
I've lost 32 pounds since the mid-December, and it's been phenomenal.
That's awesome. It has
Thank
been
you.
so fun to watch you slay your goals. And I just love how your whole world has turned upside down in the last week. Like legitimately, whole
Yeah.
world. You are finding the positive. You are making the best out of it. And you aren't using this as an excuse, but as an opportunity. You're digging in deep and letting, like, I mean, how cool is that? You get to be in factor and have this extra energy. So love that and love your story. Thanks for sharing with us. All right, we probably have time for one last story before we move on to some tips for you. And so before we open it up, I want you to also be thinking about what questions do you have? We've got some incredible coaches on this call right now. So let us know, how can we serve you? In the chat below, be writing out if you have questions or if there's a way that we can serve you or a need, definitely let us know, because we are here for you. And let's open up the floor for our last story. Who would like to take it?
I'll take it.
Awesome.
Hi, everyone. I'm Zena. So I got rid of 60 pounds 2 years ago, or maybe it's even 2.5, 3 years. Time passes when you're having fun. And, back all in is when we all got back in, and, I was like 7 pounds up, got that right off. But what I really wanted to talk about is that now with everything going on and everybody has to work from home, and I really realized today I work from home, and I can, my life hasn't changed. Nothing's really changed. I'm doing what I do. And the best part is, this is my whole life right here. This is all I need to do my work anywhere. And I did want to just say, we were just thinking of a financial purchase where everybody's like thinking the market down and this is down. But you know what? With what I do as a coach and what I have been gifted to share this with so many people, I don't really have to think about should I or shouldn't I or can we, because we have such an incredible gift that we have to share. And I just keep doing what I do, and life happens, and it's all great. So I just wanted to share that being a coach on the team, we have such an incredible opportunity to share this. And if somebody's not a coach, just really explore the opportunity. Life's great. Thanks for letting me share.
Thank you for that, Zena. Yeah, you brought up such a good point. My name is Dee Korchin, for those that I don't know on the call. And such a great point. It's been having some really interesting conversations with people this week who are concerned about their jobs or have more time on their hands, they're home more, and having lots of conversations around coaching. So what a great, interesting that you just brought that up, that because you are a coach, you just realize that this was pretty seamless for you. It didn't disrupt. So thank you for that. And I would love to know in the chat, before you came to Optavia or now, I mean, would you ever define yourself that maybe you have made choices that weren't so healthy in response to your emotions before? Has stress or emotional eating, just put it in the comments, whatever it is for you, what might be a trigger, stress or anxiety, because I think we just kind of wanted to hit this straight on that we know that anxiety levels are up right now. And if it's not up with you, it might be with somebody that you live with or somebody that you care about. And we're really, really lucky because we've got this amazing tool called the Life Book. You'll already see mine is bookmarked and dog-eared because, as a couple of the coaches have shared, we made this commitment that we were going to start reading a few pages in the Life Book every day. And I wanted to point out, Dr. A has been way ahead of us for many, many years. So Dr. A started this mission 20 years ago and started realizing that he calls it emotional mismanagement is really the leading cause of disease in our country right now, that we're almost doing it to ourselves. And I was reading in Element 23, which is on Master Your Emotions, and he talks about that worry, hopelessness, anxiety, depression, they all are as significant as smoking a pack of cigarettes a day. So he really gives us the tools in Element 23 and Element 4 on learning, he says, you know, to give us the ability to maintain emotional stability no matter what life throws at you. So I hope everybody sees how big this really is, this health program that you have in your hands. I mean, we tend to celebrate weight loss and pounds lost, and that is all phenomenal. But if we can learn to navigate all of this better and in a way that's going to physically help us and emotionally help us and mentally help us, just think how far ahead and how much that prepares us for exactly what Meg said is the opportunity that then comes before us. And just wanted to encourage all of you, just a couple of things with all this is just to keep your self-care a priority. Continue to carve out some time for yourself every day. We have more time on our hands. Many of us are home, so maybe do one of those projects you've been putting off, or there's always that phrase, like, if I had more time, I would do blank. Well, let's fill in the blank, right, with this time and get to that stuff that we've always wanted to do that we said that we didn't have enough time for. And really encourage everybody to stay, keep your health a priority. I mean, like Meg said, I mean, we really, there's no, we want to keep our immunity up high. So staying away from sugar. Sugar is actually, you know, they say actually compromises our immune system greatly. And I heard one of the doctors from Optavia did a Facebook Live today. She's a physician who also offers this, and she talked about alcohol. And she said alcohol is actually a depressant. So sometimes we use it thinking it's going to make us feel better, but it actually could end up, you know, making things worse. And we know for a fact, if you're in fat burn, it definitely makes things worse and slows things down. So factor that in. We want to make sure that you take care of your sleep, your stress management. And even though we are socially, what's the term, Larry?
Socially distracted, or no, socially distant?
What's the word, you guys?
I'm drawing a blank. Socially, I think it's socially distant. I forget.
Distancing, social distancing.
Distancing.
Thank you. I've called it social separation. I'm making up my own terms. But even though it's that, it doesn't mean isolation. Right? Like more than ever, we need to talk. So you can set up a free Zoom account and Zoom with your family members. That's why we're having this for you guys, and definitely encourage everybody to be connecting with their coach every week.
Yeah, no, those are great points. You know, social distancing, it is so important. We were out, we walked Gracie just a little while ago, and it's kind of funny shouting to my neighbors, you know, down the driveway and stuff like that. So it's important to make sure you stay connected during this time. And again, like Dee mentioned, there's going to be unique things out there, and kind of what Zena was saying earlier, you know, embrace the uniqueness of this situation that we're in right now. It does create opportunities. It creates new things that we just don't know until we've explored them. I can tell you earlier today, I was doing a ride on my Peloton, connected with 3 new people today. Now during the day, there's not a lot of people to connect, but for now with this season, I'm connecting with a lot more people on the bike. So it's just awesome that you can, again, take something that is, again, challenging, and we can make it into something good for us from that perspective. So reach out and try to figure out what that may be. And also, just, Dee was mentioning sleep and hydration. Meditation is so important. If you haven't done it, I encourage you to do it. It's a great, great way to just kind of, there's a lot of free stuff. You guys have all different apps and access to different things, but meditation and just trying to clear your mind, especially before you go to bed, is so important. So just my tips for today.
That's
Great being here.
awesome. Meg, did you have another question for the group, or open it to questions?
Yeah, I definitely think we should open it to questions. And as we do that, y'all pop questions out in that chat box, things that you want to talk through. But one of the things that's really real right now is making sure that you have the lean and green food that you need. One of the cool things as people are taking things off the shelves, right? We know that when we've got our food, our 5 meals a day. That's pretty awesome. I'm hearing from clients that have feeling so relieved to know they have the food that they need. But I think it's also a good idea for us to come up with some easy lean and greens. So I'd love if you've got a question, post it in the chat, but also would love some ideas in the chat of things that would be easy lean and greens when you can't find chicken or you can't find beef. One idea that I heard from a client yesterday was tuna and celery. So there's still a lot of tuna on the shelves, and celery. Another awesome idea is to check out the vegetarian guide or the meatless protein guide from Optavia. There are so many great vegetarian options. Boca burgers, which you can find in the freezer section, are a great option as well. So y'all are like the smartest people and have vast preferences. So we want to hear from you. What ideas, we got some coming in from Dee, but what ideas do you have? Certainly eggs or making an omelet or a skillet is a great thing. And I would say as much as you can, put things in the freezer just so you have things on hand. It's gonna alleviate some anxiety to know, okay, I have what I need. Also, one of the things that Will and I are gonna do is we're gonna get some Optavia lean and green meals just so that we have some on hand. So if you have not tried those yet, those are a really great option, and they are shelf stable as well. So that is super helpful. We got some, flavors from home. All the ideas are coming through. I love all of those. Getting all those veggies, that's awesome. What questions does anybody out there need some strategies, or does anybody out there have any questions and would like some support from us? And as we're waiting for that, I realize for anybody watching the recording, you can't see this lovely chat box. So I'm gonna just tell you what these awesome ideas are. Canned salmon with egg and spinach to make a patty. Cauliflower Foods. Cauliflowerfoods.com is a online store for cauliflower pizza, which they also sell in a Walmart in the frozen section. Smoked salmon, hard-boiled egg on a salad, vegetable quiche. Sarah, that's a good one. And a grit that uses eggs and cheese as your lean. Flavors of Home. Man, Flavors of Home are a hit. I definitely need those. And Carol, great idea to put these on the Eat, Live, and Be Optavia group. All right. Love that. Awesome ideas. Awesome ideas. Well, thank you so much for everybody for being a part of tonight, being a part of this call. We are going to head over to our next call, which is at 8:30, and that's our Habit of Health call. And tonight it's on Element 6. One of my favorite leaders in the company, Susan LaBelle, is leading it. She is thebomb.com. Man, I haven't said that since it's been a minute, but she is that good that we're bringing back a phrase. So I highly recommend, if you have not been a part of those calls, they are so inspirational. Highly recommend hopping on there, and I just posted the link. But thank you so much for everybody that spoke. Thank you for everybody who is here and who's watching the recording. And more than anything, thanks for being a part of this incredible group and community. We are thankful for you, and we are thankful that we are better together. So y'all have a great night, and we'll see you on the Habit of Health call in just a minute. Bye, guys.